going on, guys? It's TaterTot. Welcome back to another Fire Emblem Heroes video. Today we tackle Valter the Moonstone from Sacred Stones in his Infernal GHB Grand Hero Battle. Now, the last time I did a Grand Hero Battle like this, I talked strategy through the video, through the run, to kind of give you my take on how I went about it. This time, I'm going to shut up, let you guys just watch it all the way through, and then afterwards we'll talk about the strategies that went into it, strategies about how you can do it, different heroes you can use, and different tactics to utilize in this battle. So from here on, we're just going to jump right in. I'm going to take you guys on the ride. See you on the other side.
Shall we?
There you have it. That's Valter's Infernal GHB. Now, there's a kind of a couple things going on there. One, obviously, Cher's taking that red sword armor. Oh, when I learned that she could do that, it was great. It was perfect. But also, Ninian coming in with some really good, good tanking. Ike tanking that red mage up top. There's a lot to go over here. First of all, let's walk you through the units that I used. Let's talk a little bit more about the strategy behind this run.
Let's go.
So obviously the #1 most important thing with Valter's GHB is you have to be able to kill quickly and often. This isn't Legion. You're not going to get away with this just by turtling or by picking them off as they come. You gotta go get them. So I use 3 important units for picking off enemies here. Reinhardt, obviously,
Understood.
because the king of 1-round KOs. Ninian, so that the king of 1-round KOs can get more 1-round KOs. And Shersh, who's really good at dishing out physical damage and then moving back, which is really cool. Helps me up here when I take on that axe flyer that you saw earlier. So what's important here? Obviously, we have a whole bunch of guys on the bottom of the map, and you know our job is to take out as many of them as possible, as quickly as possible, while also dealing with reinforcements as they come. One by one, we have the Razor Wolf guy here, who's really a pain in the butt for Reinhardt and Olwen users. So if you're running cavalry and you're expecting, oh, now my Reinhardt can tank that red mage, it's a red mage. Wrong, it's a Warding Blow 3 Razor Wolf mage, which is definitely not what you want to have to deal with if you're using Reinhardt. So, obviously, the main thing you're going to want to do is kill him as quickly as possible. Fire Sweep Lance Plus. The Fire Sweep is the only thing that matters here. If you take damage from this guy, it's going to suck. He can deal a lot of splash damage and a lot of chip damage with Poison Strike 3, Savage Blow 3, but obviously, that's definitely not what you want. You're going to want to get rid of that guy as quickly as possible as well, especially if you're running reds that are anywhere near that guy. And obviously now we have Valter, who's running Cursed Lance, which is just a nasty, super nasty lance to have to deal with. Darting Blow 3, which means if he attacks you, he's attacking you with 42 effective speed, which is just awful. And of course, Desperation, because why not pile that all on top and say, you know what, if he's down to say 33, you're screwed, basically, is what I'm trying to get at here. And then Panic Ploy, which is probably the most important thing for this whole run. Then you got your Silver Sword guy, who's Panic Ploy as well. That's probably the only thing you need to really worry about. You're probably not worried about Defiant Attack 3. You're probably not too worried about Wary Fighter 3. Ignis, he'll never get there. Silver Blow guy is pretty much nothing. Nothing going on there except for Escape Route 3. If he takes enough damage, he's warping everywhere, so be careful with that. And then you got the Pass Flyer with Distant Defense, which, not that big of a deal. So let's get going, and we'll deal with more of it as we go. This should be good. Let's go with this right here. So I'm going to have Ike start off on the right-hand side, tanking these guys here. Now, neither of them are fast enough to double, which is great. And the reason I'm not able to kill this Axe Flyer with Ike is A, his attack is just barely too low. He isn't doubling here, so it's just not gonna happen. Or sorry, he's not killing, he's not doubling naturally, it's just not gonna happen. There's nothing going on there. But this guy's also running Armored Blow, which kinda sucks, but for our purposes, we just need him to tank.
Okay.
So we're gonna move Ike over here to get him ready. Now, a Xander, or Stall, or maybe even a Seth? Something, a strong DC red should be able to deal some good damage over here. Should be able to fill this role really well. If you don't have a DC red, a DC green might be okay. I wouldn't recommend Hector for really obvious reasons. I would say something like Summer Tiki. Summer Tiki would be a good unit to have here. If she has a DC, that'd be pretty good. We're gonna move Shersh over here to get ready to deal damage to that archer. We don't want to get her too close because that archer will just absolutely destroy her, and we don't want anything to do with it. And then Ninian's gonna stand right there, and Reinhardt's gonna stand right there. We're just gonna move on. Oh. We tank just like I expect. I proc Aether, but it's just not enough. And unfortunately, because this archer goes first, Quick Riposte doesn't proc, which also kind of sucks. Alright, so what do we do here? So our two friends over here are going to give us some trouble if we don't take care of them quickly enough. Luckily, we have the quickly enough button. which is Reinhardt. With Lancebreaker 3, which is important. I would say a fast blue. Fast blue, probably Mage, with Lancebreaker would be good here. Just like Reinhardt, maybe Reinhardt Light. If you go Lind, Delthea, Summer Corrin, these are all good choices to take this guy out. So, both of them actually. So now we're going to dance Reinhardt, and we're going to move on to taking care of the red mage here. Now notice he's doing 25 twice because he's way faster than Reinhardt. So it's a good thing we have Brave weapon ready to go. He's gone, ready to proc a special. Great. Alright, so now we're just going to clean up on the right hand side a little bit, and we're going to take care of this Axe Flyer here. Now, as far as who can fit in Cherish's shoes here,
Minerva.
If you have a Brave Lance or Axe or Sword or something that deal that damage, or maybe you have, I don't know, some kind of mage, that a green mage that can come over here and tank, that could be a good choice. His res is really low, so at this point, if you have somebody who has 49 attack, you should be fine. But we're gonna come over here and let Cherish deal with him. Now, I'm going to tank the hit from the red sword armor, and it's going to be scary as shit. He's not anywhere as slow as Cherish is. He's even slower by a significant margin. Base is 18. That's easy. So now what do we do? So we have this red sword guy up here that's going to cause some problems, and he's got attack ploy, which there's nobody in range of it right now, so we're okay. It's also got death blow, so you definitely don't want to be taking an attack from this guy if he's initiating. We have a defense ploy, and he's not an est. Imagine that. She, whatever. It's not est. No big deal. No death ploy ests here. Running Glacius, Armored Blow, it's really not gonna matter, because as soon as he attacks Ike, it's all over. Because Ike will be full up, ready to go. But we're going to take care of another Fire Sweep Lance user, this time with Darting Blow. 45 initiation Fire Sweep Lance. That's just sad. We're going to take care of this guy really quick because we don't want to have to deal with that guy. Again, your green is going to come in handy here. If you have a fast green that's able to take that hit, I would recommend it, but again, I'd probably go DC, or I would go somebody like Cherish, who can attack and run away, something like that. You can probably go with an archer here, actually. Takumi might not be a bad choice here. But anyway, we're gonna swap Cherish out so that she's out of the range of this guy, and we don't have to worry about it. And then Ike's gonna deal all the damage in the world to this guy, and we're gonna be happy. So now we have to play this a little bit smart. We have to know what's coming. So we're going to come up here and deal with this Sword Flyer. Luckily we have the special proc here. Without that special proc, we don't deal the damage we need to do. That's why Quickened Pulse is not on Reinhardt right now. It sets him back one, which sets him at just the right spot where we can proc that special this turn. Otherwise, that red flyer is going to stay there, and it's going to be a pain. Having said that, if you have a Ninian here, and he attacks the Ninian, I'm not really too worried about it. But if you're running Olivia, you might have a little bit more trouble here. Now we're going to dance Reinhardt and set him down here and have him wait for the red cav that's going to show up on the bottom left. But like I said, quick riposte kicks in for Ike, deals with that Axe Flyer no problem. So this is one of the scarier turns, actually, because this is going to be, or sorry, not this one, but the next one. This one, we're going to take care of Valter. We're going to take care of this sword cav down here, who has Panic Ploy. There's a lot of Panic Ploy on here, so if you're running buffs, you better know exactly where you're supposed to be, because there's Panic Ploy all over the place. There's Ploy, it's all Ploy. It's awful. Anyway, this guy we're not going to have to worry about because his res is 21, which isn't very high, and we're going to take advantage of that. So we're going to have Reinhardt take care of Mr. Sword Cav down here, And then we're going to move Ninian out of the range of this Axe Flyer, dance for Reinhardt,
Understood.
and have him kill Valter. This is another instance where Lancebreaker is important. If you're running a blue mage, make sure they have Lancebreaker, or run a really fast green mage. I'm talking really fast, with Darting Blow, like Nino. Super fast. Doesn't have to be. This speed is like, what, 36? Ugh. Anyway, I'm going to do something kind of silly here. And I'm going to bring Shersh down here so that I can swap with Ike and put Ike into better position. And also put Shersh in better position. So I'm positioning a lot here and making sure everybody is where they need to be. So now we have a couple more guys to deal with here. Bolganone guy is really stupid fast, but not very highly defensive, and he's not going to double Ike, which is going to come in handy in just a minute. This guy has 40 res, so if you're running a red mage, I salute you. With close defense, which kind of sucks, but it's not going to matter here in a second, and quick riposte. So if I wasn't able to do this with the bonfire proc, I wouldn't be able to kill him. Big pain in the butt. Another example where special procs are really important. Now, what we're going to do is move Ike up here. Move him right here.
Let's go.
And we're going to move Reinhardt here so he can get Shersh out of the way. Because as soon as Reinhardt moves, that red mage down there with Obstruct, which is one of the reasons why I can't do what I wanted to do earlier, is going to take care of that whole thing. Now, if he did not have this move here, I would move Reinhardt over here and have him kill that guy, and then it's super easy from there, because then I can have Shersh come down and deal with this guy, and then I can have Ike come down and deal with that guy. It's super, super easy. Unfortunately, I have to get creative here. I'm gonna have Reinhardt with reposition, move her out of the way, so she's not gonna take that. And then of course a red mage is gonna do absolutely nothing to Ninian. And there is that quick riposte, that sweet, sweet quick riposte coming in handy. So I'm gonna show you what I meant earlier by Wings of Mercy not mattering. I'm gonna move Ike here, and then I'm gonna move Ninian up here. That way, she's going to actually deal a whole bunch of damage to the Sword Knight, and then everything will just work out really well. I'm over here, proc Ether, which is extremely important. I guess it's not really that important, is it? Because he was only going to do 6 damage, it wouldn't have killed me anyway. It would have been annoying. And then, of course, this guy, this extremely annoying dude, is going to fall to Reinhardt. The attack +1 seal almost matters here. It almost, just barely doesn't matter by 1 point. So it's really, it's just fine. And then Panic Ploy, whatever. And then from here, it's just smooth sailing. We just have Reinhardt finish him off. There you have it. So, what would be my recommendations for this map? You have to be able to kill fast and often. So I would really recommend something that can do a lot of damage really fast, like Reinhardt, or Olwen, I guess, if you don't have Reinhardt. It's kind of a discount Reinhardt. I would run Blades. Blades would be a really good idea. The quick riposte, Vantage, you know, as much as you can get away with. I would use all the things at my disposal to be able to kill as often as possible. I've seen some really good flyer emblem runs, but there's a whole lot of stuff you can do. Archers are really important in this map too, if you have a good archer. I don't. My best archer is Takumi, who's plus speed, which is good, but I need to give him something like Darting Blow, or he's not going to do anything to these 36, 38 flyers. He's going to have to hit once, and if that isn't enough, then I'm kind of screwed. But the other option I have here is Gordon, which you can see how excited I am about that. With 36 base attack. Anyway, That's a big mess. So just to kind of show you, this is Valter himself.
Never think that I am yours. If you displease me, you'll regret it.
He's got some really interesting voice lines. I would check out the wiki if you haven't already to check out those voice lines. They have all of them posted for every hero, so definitely check out the FEH wiki. But yeah, that's Valter, and that's Valter's GHB. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, you know exactly what to do. If you really like this video, please consider subscribing and sharing. I have been TaterTot. You, as always, have been awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.